welcome to Night Rips, and time for a old but new product for me. That would be 1994 Fleer Ultra Series 1. Again, this is actually really would cap what they call the end of the junk wax era, simply because in 1994, that's when the strike happened, which kind of turned baseball card collecting on its head. So let's go ahead and see what's in it. Obviously, this is a 36-pack box. Let's get one that doesn't have Fleer written all over it. Show you what it has. This is a 300 card set. There's 36 packs in here. There is a Phillies Finest series. This would be Derek Dalton and John Kruk. 10 cards that you can find in Series 1, or 10 you can find in Series 2. Odds of getting these is basically, you should find about 6 of these per box. There's also some insert sets. This is the 90s. This is the Insert Mania time. Those insert sets, you have the award winners. That one right there, you should get about 12 per box. The second year standouts, league leaders, and ultra firemen, those are going to be about 3 per box. And then you got the home run kings that should be about 1 per box. At least that's what the odds are. Now there is one more thing that's not on the wrapper that I did find out about. There's a possibility of getting an autograph of either John Kruk or Darren Dalton. So they are numbered to 1,000 each. So chances are finding those slim, but we're so used to that anyways. So I'm going to go ahead, break the seal, since this is a sealed box, and see what we can find. But while we're doing that, once again, as always, let me invite you to join the channel, hitting that subscribe button below, and hitting the notify bell so you get notified when I put more stuff up. Since I put up a lot of different stuff, love you to come join the channel. So, we have opened up some of the other Fleer Ultra, and they have been fun rips. This is a pretty product. But so was a lot of products back then. You know, there were so many different products. They had to do whatever they could do to stand out. So let's go ahead and zoom in and see what we can find. Yeah, there's starting to get the odds now. There's what you can get. Of course, they don't. Yeah, they do say odds range from 1 to 3 to 1 to 36 packs. 36 packs in a box. Therefore, that would be a box one. That would be that Heroes. Or the Home Run Kings. Of course, you could also send wrappers and get some of those Phillies Finest. Obviously, that's expired. When did it expire? Oh, you had to send it by September 30th, 1994. We're a little bit past, right? Let's go ahead and rip pack 1. All right. Now, right off the bat, I can tell you, these cards are pretty bricked. Let's see what kind of damage it's doing. There's Ted Worrell. Well, it looks like it's not doing much damage. Maybe some corners and whatnot, but again, this is all the whole junk wax stuff where it's not really worth too much. But hopefully I can break these up without having to fight them too much. It's Bob McDonald. See if I can bend them just slightly, as I usually do. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of damage on some of these, but again, we're not doing this to make a bunch of money. You would never make a bunch of money on 94 Fleer. Dave Magadan, Mickey Sasser. Yeah, definitely some damage to that one. Hopefully not all of them are like this. If it is, it's going to be a very, very slow rip, which I actually apologize for. I always like to go a little bit quicker. There's Alex Fernandez, Jose Mesa. Wow. What would be really sad is if there is one of the autos in this and it actually this bricked. But this is a disadvantage when you open up old product. This big hurt, Frank Thomas. Ooh. Rookie, Bill Wirtz. Even getting some ink on my fingers. That's odd. Kevin Appier. Rod Beck. Bernie Williams. And the last card, Darren Dalton. I'm guessing, yeah, this would be one of those Phillies Finest cards. Darren Dalton. The good news is he doesn't really have any damage to him. Well, a little bit, but that's actually, yeah, it would come off. It's actually paint from the card in front of it. So we'll put Darren Dalton up as one of the survivors, and we'll go ahead and rip pack number 2. All right. I saw the back, which is an award card, and a funny award card to bat. I'll show you why here in a second. Once I get through the brick. There's Mike Bordick. Man, that's Jeremy Bernowitz. Hey, look at all that ink I'm getting on my fingers. I don't understand that one at all. It's one thing to see ink come off on the cards themselves, Dave Winfield, but where am I getting the ink on my hands? I don't know. Because it's not like these cards are wet or anything. Frank Seminara. Greg Swindell. Checklist. There's going to be, I think there's 4 checklists in this one. 3 or 4, which means of the 300 cards, there's some cards you really don't care about. Will Cordero. And checklist number 2. So maybe this is the checklist pack, which would kind of stink because these packs did cost you like $2 a piece. Kim Batiste. Pat Borders. So that they're really, actually, I'm looking at this. Look how badly cut. Now these are, like I said, because I was looking at this going, that color match there doesn't make any sense, and neither did that one. These are just bad cuts, because look, it actually sliced a piece of the, yeah, these are, wow, look how terrible that is. And of course, that is problem of whenever they were printing so much of this stuff. You know, they overprinted, and so they were turning these out as fast as they possibly could, which means quality control was in the trash. Kevin Young, which actually looks okay. See, compare the two, there would be how the card would be set. Even that gold stripe at the bottom is gone on a couple of those cards. Wow. See how many more is like that. Troy Neal, and I did mention an award card, and a funny award card in my opinion, but it's actually kind of cool. It'd be Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly, and him with the gold glove, AL Gold Glove. That would be for first base. You know, obviously, Gold Glove is a award given to every position. And if you're interested in more, my second 9-card collection is on Gold Gloves, but Donnie Baseball is not one of them. So let's go ahead and rip pack number 3 and see what we can find and get disappointed about with that one. All right, see, I'll try to break them up a little bit. There's Cal Ripken Jr. And it's nice. I mean, it's sad that they're so stuck. But then again, this is for my own personal collection. Not like I was ever going to have these graded or whatnot, because it's honestly would cost more to grade than they're ever worth. John Olrud, Jay Bell, Paul Molitor. A lot of big names in this pack so far. Joe Oliver, Greg McMichael. Not one of the triplets. There's Ryan Sandberg, another big name. Of course, got a little bit of crunch on the side of his card. Blast Minor. It's almost like you got to break the back of them and hope they just come loose. Or sometimes this happens where it actually, and it's honestly, it's print from the other card. So the backs of the cards are actually what's getting truly damaged. But Jose Vizcano. But I'm just curious what we can find. Pedro Estacio. Mr. Mo Vaughn. We pulled his rookie card before. Greg Jeffries. And the last, oh no, got 2 cards left. There's Roger Pavlik. And the last card is another, I think that's another one of the, no, this is one of the league leaders for Andres Galarraga. He's the National League batting average champ. So it looks like we're going to get something per pack. And the advantage I'm seeing is that typically it's the last card of the pack. So maybe that would be hopeful that we're not going to see those damaged. And so I don't know. I mean, obviously it was, back in the day, it was the inserts that you were chasing, and it looks like there was 1 insert per pack. There's Jim Tomei. Is that him? No. It's like, that doesn't look right. Because there's 2 cards here. And the deeper I go, the worse these are starting to get. It makes me worry about the bottom of the box. But we'll see. Juan Bell. Dave Martinez. Still wondering where all this ink on my fingers came from. Because it shouldn't have come from anything in the box. Unless it could have actually came from the Fleer sticker. I don't know, you know, the printing on the wrapper. Maybe. Because it makes no sense. It's not like it's letters or anything. But yep. And I don't write very often, so it's not that. Chuck Knobloch. Ooh, Eric Young's got a lot of damage to his face, to the gold. In fact, yeah, look at the gold there. It just totally pulled that one off. Of course, well, you can see where they tried to stamp it. So this is I don't know who it is. I mean, I can barely make it out the print. That would be Gerald Clark. And the funny thing is that they had the gold on the back. They have absolutely no gold on the front. Real interesting. But you can see if I turn it just right, you can see where it was pressed. It was just pressed with nothing in it. Interesting. There's a Rocket, Roger Clemens. Xavier Hernandez. The cuts on these are so bad. So it's not breaking my heart that that they're bricking, because honestly, if anything, they were trying to hide how bad they were. Torey Lovolo. Mickey Morandini. Ooh, that one came up good. There's Andre Dawson, the Hawk. And end it with our insert. And this, of course, this one took a lot of stuff off the card in front of it. But this would be the National League run scored league leader, Lenny Dykstra. At least it's nice on the back. The front just. But honestly, what I can, if I really cared, which I like them, but not enough that I'm that concerned about it. I could actually get that ink off the front. That's not a big deal. Pack number 5. Okay. We'll start off breaking the backs of the cards. And I know there's probably some of you out there going, oh, that's just terrible. This one got damage right on the front of the card, just from the getting put in the pack. Ooh. Daryl Hamilton. It's been a long time since I've opened a pack that was this bricked. Greg Hollies, that is. Pete in Cavalilia. Yeah, that. Tongue does not want to work today. Dave Hollins. Ricky Jordan. Almost just want to toss them in a freezer and see if I can get them to break apart easier that way. There's Jeff Schwartz, rookie. Darryl Whitmore. Mike Tromboli. They do say that, oh, this is sad. Tony Gwynn. Again, a little bit of damage on his front. They say that the hairdryer or the freezer method, it doesn't really work if they're this stuck. But I don't know. I just never put them in to see. Maybe I'll put the next 6 packs in the freezer and see what happens. Aaron Sell, Eric Pappas, rookie, and just it's Kevin Brown. And then last we have our insert, which is a good one. Another gold glove for Kenny Lofton. A little bit of damage to him. Of course, this would be one of the outfielders. Of course, when it comes to the gold gloves, they used to give it per position, but after a few years, they just said, you know, if you're an outfielder, they choose 3 outfielders. They don't care what position you play in the outfield. Since they said basically they're interchangeable. Last pack. And after this, I think before I ever rip this again, I'm putting these in a freezer to see if it actually makes it a difference. I don't know. I will say that with this box, because again, this is old product. Not that it's worth much, and it doesn't cost much either. I mean, you can find a lot of the 80s, 90s Fleer, Score, Donruss, even Tops, relatively cheap on eBay or auction or whatnot. They're good to try to experiment with, right? I am gonna conduct an experiment. I'm gonna take 6 packs and I will run hairdryer over them, or I'll put them in a freezer. See how I can break them up. There's Jeff Blauser, because hearing this crunch just breaks my heart. Ed Sprague, Steve Avery, and a lot of card junk on him. Rick Wilkins. It's definitely a reason to subscribe to the channel. See what this scientific experiment, what we can do with these cards. How can we make the breaking of cards up, the de-breaking of cards better? So, scientific experiment. Richie Lewis. Dave Fleming. Other thing is, I'll see if it actually makes the ink coming off of them better or worse. I don't get the ink. Bruce Ruffin. Yikes. There's Cecil Fielder. That'll be Phil Hyatt. And the last card, is it a league leader? Is it a... Oh, it's Jeff Conine. And I'm trying to see what award that is. I don't know. So it's a 7 of 10. It's when Jeff Conine calls the expansion draft. And let me look to see what this card, because it is a card numbered to 10. And I had to go and check because I don't know. But this is actually the 2nd year standouts. So definitely another different one. So we pulled, as for a quick recap here, as I go find me another stand. What did we pull? So beyond pulling a bunch of bricked cards, and we broke them apart, honestly, some damage on some cards. It's really, the damage is actually on the back. It's the front of the cards is actually pulls the print off the back of the card in front of it. So it's not too terrible. Honestly, like I said, you can get like a very moist paper towel, whatnot, and you can actually get that off if you really cared. Not saying I really care much about the base set because, you know, I look at things like this where there's no foil. They were printing this so fast, I question if they care. Plus, we saw some of the other cards that were cut so bad that actually, and of course I don't have one, but you saw actually the Ultra logo get cut. You saw extra print on the top. Quality control, non-existent here. But we did pull some cool inserts, and the good thing I will report is that the inserts got so very little damage to them. I mean, varying degrees, but not too bad. So we'll first start off with the league leaders. Of course, this is a set of 10, and we pulled 2 of them. We pulled the National League runs scored and National League batting average. Run scored being Lenny Dykstra, who actually has some of that damage to him. It's probably the worst of all of the insert sets. Well, actually, I just saw Conine's got some problems too. But we've got Lenny Dykstra for runs scored and Andres Galarraga for National League batting average. Again, these are the league leaders is basically 1 in every 11 packs. So not too terrible to find, and there's only 10 cards. We also pulled award winners. Now this would be 1 in every, you should pull 12 of these. So it should be 1 in every 3 packs. And we pulled 2 gold glove winners. Don Mattingly and Kenny Lofton. Again, both of these cards are nice, and those are pretty cards. I will admit, if I would have known about these, maybe I would have started grabbing some of these for my 9-card gold glove collection, but neither one of those made the list. We did pull one of the Phillies Finest. You know, Darren Dalton and John Kruk are the 2 Phillies Finest that you can get out of this set. Total of 10 cards in this set, 10 in Series 2. But we got Darren Dalton here. Nice looking card, very minimal damage. But this would be card number 1. Pretty cool. And then finally, and as I was looking at it, I noticed a lot more damage than I thought. We got a nick over here on the corner. Actually, not a nick. That's actually a print problem. Yeah, that's actually a cut. And damage to the front here. But this would be Jeff Conine, 2nd league standout. This is another numbered out of 10. And it is, you know, basically 1 out of every 11 packs. So that's it. One thing also, for whatever reason, I ended up getting a bunch of ink on my fingers from this rip too. So don't know where that came from. Actually, I got a lot of ink on my fingers. Don't know where it came from. So who knows? We'll see if it happens with the next one. So that's it. The first of 6 rips of 1994 Fleer Ultra. Definitely going to take a little bit of time on this one because, again, the cards are brick so bad. I'm also going to try to go experiment with how can I make these cards come apart a little bit better. So definitely you want to hang on to see that scientific experiment because it might actually help you with your own rips. So that being said, hope you join the channel, hitting that subscribe button right below and hitting the notify bell. And also, if you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I mean, it is the end of Junk Wax, but still a pretty set. And if you have any comments, drop it in the comment section below. Again, enjoy opening some of this stuff. Sometimes I open it so that you don't have to, but I hope you enjoy it nonetheless and come along with me. So until next time, bye now.